And there we go. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's going to be a little different today, like I explained yesterday. Also, unfortunately, Mitchell and them were having some tech issues, so they decided that they were going to, take their time and study. They were going to do some studying and stuff, catching up with things. So it's pretty much just going to be me here, Cooping today, So anybody that happens to join in, feel free to join the couch, leave some comments. I love myself some SoulCalibur, so I thought that I would play some of that. I'm sure at some point we'll probably do some multiplayer stuff with SoulCalibur, but in the meantime, hey, welcome back, Jack. Yeah, it's a solo cooch. I'm tired, dude. It's a solo couch. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a solo couch gaming today. Like I said, our audience are gonna have to play the part of our coupon today. But what I was going to do, just because I like this game, the thing is with this game, I pretty much always just play either online, well, not so much online. I like to play multiplayer with local friends and stuff, as well as like the arcade mode versus mode. Like I have barely touched the actual main story. I started playing the main story once, and the thing is, like, I don't know what it was. I didn't like it. Like I got like an hour into it and was like, no, I don't like this. I'm just gonna play the other game modes. So what I want to do is maybe, just spend a little bit. It's not going to be a very long stream. I'm just going to just delve into the main story. Just to, see if maybe, I had a first glance of, I didn't like it. But, maybe I like it now. I don't know. Maybe. I guess we'll see. So, let's see. I can barely hear it. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh yeah, there's my old character. I made myself a Simon Belmont. That was my first character. A little more than an hour into it, and that was like 2 years ago, just about. It's like, goodness. Yeah, as you can see, I definitely did not like the mission, the main plot there, with this. So, what we're going to do is just get into a new game and go from there. See if maybe I've come around a little bit and like it.
Light from the evil seed pierced the sky, its glow reaching as far as India.
It would be in India. There's a lot of people there.
Another person whose fate was entwined with the two swords.
I don't know, who is it? Has to be somebody in India. There's plenty of people there. I wasn't expecting. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, Mitchell and them were having some technical difficulties and had some other stuff. Yeah, welcome, surprise. Yeah, like I said, I've actually, I've put an hour into this main story, or this game mode here, so, I don't remember a whole lot about it. It was 2 years ago, and like I said, an hour into it. Oh yeah. Now I'm back to something familiar. Dude, the character customization in this game is awesome. I've made so many characters, and I'm about to showcase some of them here in a bit. But let's see. I already have an idea of what I want to make. Yeah, let's keep it human. We want to ain't much direct. Yeah, that's what I've heard from people, as well as what I experienced. The game with the or the SoulCalibur game with the best. Hey, yeah, creations are awesome, man. But the SoulCalibur game that had one of the best game modes, SoulCalibur 3. I draw a blank on the name of it. It's like Chronicles of Swords or something, I think. But the idea of that was so awesome. It basically took SoulCalibur, a fighting game, and turned it into a real-time strategy RPG. It was so cool. Yeah, SoulCalibur 3, that was PlayStation 2 era. And for some reason, they have just, like, not been able to, I don't know. Like, a lot of the other story campaign, you know, technically the Tale of the Swords or whatever, that's the main story, right? But in terms of, like, the custom story that you can make with your characters and stuff, like, SoulCalibur 3, they knew what was up. Like, they did an awesome job with that. Not so much with this. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, what I seen, you know, playing it, and then some stuff that people have said about it. This game mode is not as good. So, like I said, probably, if I get into it a little bit, and it turns out that I still don't like it, then I might just bail and just go and maybe make some creations or something, and yeah, maybe just make some creations or something, and kind of go from there. What do we want to do? So my plan for this character, I want to make Mitchell as a SoulCalibur character with Voldo's attack style. That way we can have the demon FOOTMitchell of SoulCalibur. Because oh boy, I feel like Mitchell's persona, well, at least his SoulCalibur persona would definitely be along the lines of Voldo. Let's see. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, of course it's not one-to-one, and there's really not any way to really customize the default faces, which kind of stinks over some other games, but, a lot of the other custom creations and stuff that you can do are pretty spot on. Actually, you know what? If we're going to do, we should do Demon FOOTMitchell, but, like, if he were, like, nah, this one here. There we go. Alright, what hairstyle would Demon FOOTMitchell have? Maybe this. No, that's too normal, quote unquote. Nah, probably not samurai. Maybe, nah. I don't know. So many choices. Now it's like he's here with us. Yeah. Of course it's not going to be one-to-one, but also... Ooh, punk highlights. Yeah! This is Demon FOOTMitchell right here. Biggest eyebrows imaginable. We're going like... let's see. Oh, the voice. What'd you say? Oh, let's go. Well, how about no?
This fight, this should be. You will. This.
I think we'll be.
I am beautiful.
There we go. That's real.
I am beautiful.
All right, there we go.
I am beautiful.
How do we turn the sub up?
I am beautiful.
Now it just sounds feminine. All right, hold up.
I am beautiful.
All right, what can we do here? Hold up.
I am beautiful.
Vocal tone.
I am beautiful.
A little too much, but I like that.
I am beautiful.
I like that idea though.
I am beautiful.
All right, what about this?
I am beautiful.
Maybe not that.
I am beautiful.
Unless we just like make him very, very fast.
I am beautiful.
All right, there we go. Yeah, we'll just make him a chipmunk. That's fine. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't even edit your armor or anything until after you're in the game mode. And it's like, Why though? Yeah, I remember that was one initial thing that was extremely frustrating. Is like you literally have to get into the game before you can even modify your armor color. Like, it's like, why though? Why though? Let's see. We could do Coop Couch Red, like our little avatar bit. Let's see. Have that red. Actually, for that matter, we can do like red and blue. Get the red. There we go. That'll work. It's good. You don't give yourself. This is practically 1-to-1. You know it, dude. Face paint, of course, because everybody knows Mitchell's makeup game is just on point. Forgot. Like, I hardly ever use face paints, except for maybe like if I'm going for like a certain look. But there's like a lot of like good bad ones, which is perfect. Let's see. We could always just go camo, and this would be transformed Demon FOOTMitchell after he's descended too far into his country accent. There we go. Oh, actually, hold up. We could change this too, actually. So we could, like, make it, like... Oh, goodness. Okay. It's alright. It's looking pretty good. Now, if we do white, it's gonna look too much like, I don't know. Let's see. We'll do like a lighter blue. There we go. Oh, this is just the rest of the face. Yeah, let's see. Maybe that's a little too much. Unless we do like, nah. Let's just keep that pretty skin tone. There we go. He's in too deep. Yeah. If he doesn't watch himself, this is what he descends into when it comes to the country accent. I think it's too far. Oh, eye color. Let's see. It is Demon FOOTMitchell, so maybe he should have. No. Nah. He's not descended that far down into the foot demon realm, because everybody knows that exists. Porta 3. I know. You know, like, not gonna lie, it would be, yeah. I mean, it's surprising what you can do with technology now. Yeah, of course. There we go. Yes, this screams Mitchell Foot energy. Oh, I haven't even gotten into the game and I'm just having fun. I have a feeling as soon as I hit the confirm button, that's when I'll stop having fun. The character creator is like the best part of these games.
If you can keep a hold of who you are, you will be able to stave off the chaos.
Oh, it's too late for that, Solaire. I can promise you that.
Pick up your weapon and fight. Your life depends on it.
I don't know. I mean, you know, yeah. I think it's a little too late, Solaire. There's no way we can fight off the chaos. Given the current. And that's just phase 1 of our creation here. We haven't even gotten to the armor and outfit yet. That's what. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I already hate it. What? Was it gonna make me do this first? Oh, it's literally no garbage. Oh, I already don't like it. It's gonna make me do this part first. Oh, the backstory. Okay. Yeah, we know what that is. We've played these games for up 10 million years. Gonna fight the chaos when the heroes get the chaos. Yeah. What? Oh, and it's square to go next, of course. What voice would he have? Oh, goodness. I'm gonna have to put some thought into this. Yeah, we get it. It's a tale of two swords. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I was ready to say, yeah, this is going to be a tale of Coop and Couch. A tale repeated throughout history. Let's see. What voice? Oh. See, now this is why I don't make progress in games. Because I get caught up and I'm like, oh, you know, actually, the other day, I text Mitchell this long rant. Yeah, this long rant. It wasn't so much a rant, it was just more me just like spouting off nonsense, like I occasionally do. That being said, I think I have a voice I'm gonna give him, but it requires some context. So I text him this long chain of basically, well, alright, even before I text him a bunch of stuff, like, I don't know why I had it in my mind. I think it's because I listened to, World Is Mine, you know, the Vocaloid song. I listened to that again recently after, like, forever of not thinking about it. So, I don't know why it came into my mind. It just, like, I just, like, the rest of that day after watching that, I was just, just going around saying, and in this accent, too, oh, garbage. Give me a second, it's gonna take me a second to get... but it was like, yeah, I'm the number one freaking princess in the world. Yeah, so this is what you gotta do for me. I'm the number one freaking princess in the world. I know, this is where my brain descends when I happen to come across random nonsense online. But I was just, you know, World Is Mine, Hatsune Miku. But that's the idea of that whole song, is like, the whole idea of that song is literally just, it's literally just like, this is why you need to treat me good. So I literally just came up with this character. It's just like, I'm the number one freaking princess in the world. Here's what you gotta do for me. That being said, this character has that voice. When I woke up, my head was pounding. Maybe it was the nightmare I'd had, but I could barely catch my breath and stop shaking. Oh, garbage. Oh, I forgot. None of the characters are voiced. Oh, no. That's another thing I don't like. Yeah, so, you know, the intro part of this game, you know, that's where all the budget went. The budget from here on is like 90s text adventure. You're finally awake. It seems you had quite a nightmare. That's, of course, his voice actor. Sound like a washed-up British. Yeah. A man in a hood stood at my side. His appearance suggested someone quiet but strong-willed. My name is Mel, and I know what happened to you. You were greatly affected by the evil seed. You can't even tell the difference between the intro voice acting versus you escaped becoming Mephisto. Oh, okay. I actually do know what that is from the other one of the previous games, because what's her face, the character that nobody liked, was also that. I got nothing to say to you. I'm the number one freaking princess. I don't got to say nothing to you. If you wish to continue, I'm not going to read all this. I'm already played a bit of it, but yeah, I was ready to say, I played, was it 5 or 4? I don't remember. But that's when, like, the whole Malfested thing, like, that whole plot line came about, I guess. That being said, still don't really know what it's about. Seems like a unnecessary thing for a tale of souls and swords that has been well established for. Now I can access the menu, perfect. Doubt we have any other weapons aside from other styles. Yeah, we wanna here. This is the fun part. This is what we came here for. So, step 1 of Demon FOOTMitchell is in the works. Oh, did I not change his name? Oh, I didn't even change his name the other time. Hold up. 12 characters. We might just have to do Mitchell then. Let me see, how many characters? That's 5, 8 characters? Ah. Okay. There we go. Perfect. FOOTMitchell. There we go. FOOTMitchell. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's good. Let's see. Choose from a template. Yeah, we want like either that or devourer. Devourer. Yeah. yeah, it might be pretty good. As much as that looks cool, we're not going for cool. We're going for sword demon. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what the sword. No. That's the sword. No, that's what's his face is that? No. Okay, we're going this manual then. yeah, I do like that name. Yeah, we might go with that. Let's see. Demon FOOTMitchell. What would his aesthetic calling be? Well, if we're going with the country accent theme, naturally the cowboy hat had to make an appearance, right? I don't think he's ever worn a cowboy hat. At least not that I've ever known. Oh, but for the sake of this, that's absolutely what we're doing. I'm pretty sure there's just like a normal looking just t-shirt. Like, ooh, strategist bodysuit. In our headcanon, he's worn one. Oh, yeah! There we go. Here's the thing, like, I never really explore with the Under Armour. Usually my Under Armour consists of chainmail. So, like, legit, this is the first time I'm seeing some of these. Just because, like, when would I ever use these for, like, a legit character? Oh, no. I mean, as much as I like the country leather look there that we got going on, I don't know, I feel like that's it's so bad. Like, I don't know who, I don't know. Like, if this is the character build that you're aiming for and creating, it's very fit. Yeah. But, like, alright, let's be real though. Like, it would have to be a very, very specific person and situation if you were ever going to use, like, half of these Under Armours. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that this is just, like, so, just, like, random that, like, why? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of my take on it, right? That's okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. Yes. I mean, that's why though? Again, why though? All right. He can't just have nothing on, right? We gotta explore his aesthetic a little bit more than this. Like, it can't just be that. Let's see. I know there's a... Yeah, here we go. 90% of them. Yeah, very, very weird specific things. Like, I'm sure out in the world somewhere there's one person trying to make a cosplay of this exact outfit, right? Like, you know, of like a different character in a different game, right? Like, there's one person in a different game that's exactly like this. And that's the sad part. As much as the leather jacket look, like, oddly enough, the leather jacket and the hat combo is like too fitting. Ooh. Damn. Alright, now that's just that's getting too weird. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I kind of like the leather jacket. That somehow works. Somehow works a little bit. Let's see. Demon FOOTMitchell. I forgot. Yeah, like I can't even buy half of this stuff because I don't even have the money. Because you have to play this mode of the game in order to even buy some of the outfit choices. Like, that was another frustrating bit because I just want to play the game. I want to play the game and make all the characters. Let's see. Everybody knows Demon FOOTMitchell does not wear pants, just a loincloth. I feel like that's pretty... Actually... yeah, as much as that's cool, nah, he's going... He just really wanted the goat leg. Oh, yeah, actually, hold up. Yeah, I forgot that the goat legs were even a thing. Like... I'm trying to think, yeah, where are those? I know that the goat... Yeah, there are... Yeah, hold up. I'm assuming there's... Yeah, because I know that's a thing. Actually, cowboy pants. Nah, that's too normal. That's too normal. We gotta... There we go. Yeah. Having actual pants makes this character too normal. Let's see, actually... What if... Yeah, get rid of that. Put that. Yeah, that's pretty... That's pretty good there. Yeah, that'll work out pretty good. There's probably not much we can do here, really. Unless... Oh, can we do this? Oh, we can. We might come back to that. I want to explore some options here. Nah, not that. Nah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work pretty good. There we go. Arm armor. What do we got? Okay. Alright, it's really starting to come together now. The key is he binds the people with the chains there so that he can do the foot attacks more effectively. Yeah, that's the canon of this outfit as it pertains to the build. No socks, no shoes, all the surface. Okay. Alright. Any extra little bits that we want to add here? I mean, we are in 2021. Any person, like, digital or otherwise, are not complete unless they have cat ears. So, definitely need to add that. This is 2021 after all. Oh, backpack. Oh, our backpacks, yeah, I think our backpacks in... Yeah, they are. That's a duffel bag. I think that's the only one, right? Yeah, duffel bag it is. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's see, it sits on the shoulders a little weird, but, you know, well, what we can do maybe to fix that, let's adjust our fit real quick. This is gonna be a custom fit just for Mitchell. yeah, it really does add a lot, to the outfit, not gonna lie. Angle, yeah, no, we want to do this, so it can be back a little bit. The straps are still a little weird, but, you know, like at this point, are we really trying to avoid weird, like, clipping, considering the abomination we're working with? Like, I think clipping is, like, the least of our concerns at this point. Oh, goodness. Oh, man, what else? A long boot. I mean, we could make it like... You know what, actually, can we do this? Hold up. Why? Why are you on... No. It's not where I want you at all. Why? Okay. No, hear me out. 1 foot. Like, this is gonna be... this is basically, you know, Phantom of the Opera, right? Like, or, I don't know where I was going with that. For some reason I've had Phantom of the Opera in my mind lately. Like, back in high school, I was part of the band, and we played it. Let's see, that's probably going to cause all kinds of clipping issues. Yep, that's what I thought it would. That being said, like, he definitely needs the 1 boot of power, like, somewhere. Like, actually, hold up. Let's see, back. I guess technically that's going to be considered chest. Yeah, I'm thinking, it's like a monocle, but it's 1 shoe. It's like his shoe of power. Even though monocles are quite the opposite of, being an advantage for whichever one it's applied to. But what we can do instead, foot monocle. Yeah, like, the problem though, like, it's definitely going to, like, just freak out every time you try to do anything. So I'm thinking, what if we have, like, just on his, like military-esque, just strapped to the back of his duffel bag. Here we go. No, we went down. No! Oh, okay, oof. Thought I was going to... Ooh, okay. We want it, like, we want it a little higher. Isn't freaking out. On par for... You know, actually, it'd be like... Yeah, that's a good point. Because what we could do at that point is... It would be like the, I don't know. It adds to his magical power. Just simply because he'll have control of this shoe that's just freaking out the whole time. You know, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Like, let's have it on the foot, but just like... just like way out in the middle, like behind him. It's like, it's his stand. This is like... this is his, JoJo stand. It's just this random shoe. Okay. I'm liking the thought. I'm liking the thunks of this. How about... We need to attach to something that has, like, a lot of motion, though, like the head. Yeah, hold up. Maybe the chest. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, this would be FOOTMitchell's stand here. Okay, move backward a little bit. Like it's behind him. Make it a little bigger. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, and maybe that's a little too big. Nah, that's not too big. We'll just push it back a little bit more. Oh, jeez. You know, when Mitchell and Karis review this one-off, they're gonna have no they're gonna have no idea what's going on. Not only that, but if we do ever do this, like, a stream of this down the road, like, where we're doing, like, verses or something, like, I'll just bust this character out of nowhere, and they'll just have no clue. Oh, no. Okay, that's all perfect. Alright, so that's gonna definitely ensure we've got good motion. Sorry in advance that... Sorry in advance that this is taking a bit. But honestly, character creating is one of my favorite parts of this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, creating the characters is so great. I mean, you know, the fighting aspect too, but definitely the characters. The characters, yeah. Character design is, yeah, like seriously, it's, yeah, it's definitely like the best. Yeah, no problem at all. Let's see. I mean, as much as I like the default brown look, we could do something that stands out a little bit more. Maybe that needs to be like a red hat. There we go. Alright, if we're doing a red hat, that means we need to do, where's the ears? Aha! That's the inside, we want this. Alright, if we're going red hat, then to keep with the Coop Couch red and blue feather theme, plus the blue actually matches the hair too, so we'll do, there we go. There we go. Let's see. Alright, some of this I actually might leave. That way it's just like some of it's normal, but the points that aren't normal really stick out. Oh yeah, I forgot, they changed the color grade for some of these, so you can't make it like too close to skin color. Because everybody, of course, does that apparently. To necessitate that. Let's see. Alright, what if... Yeah, we do like a gray for that, yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's see, what else? Oh, the jacket? I'm thinking like... I mean, we make it blue, it's almost like a denim jacket. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, for the belt of of something here. Let's see. We'll keep that like brown for like a because it is like an animal skin. One of the many fallen foes of Demon FOOTMitchell here. This will make like this like actually let's make it just like stand out. There we go. Nice and fluorescent. There we go. What else? The spiky bits too, just for the sake of clarity. Make sure that everybody knows that it's like you know, the same material, or it's part of the same structure there. Okay, so these little strandy bits, they are. Let's see. Oh, what do we got? Now alternate. There we go. Okay. If we replaced all of the red components of this with just like white, you would not be able to mistake, or like you would be able to easily mistake this dude for like a usual like New York Giants fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm also, well, I used to be like a huge New York Giants fan, but oh boy, their latest performances, aka the past years, not exactly making me too happy about watching them. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, yeah, about that team. Yeah, as much as I'd love to stay on and root ya, man, you guys are making some pretty rough decisions. It's like, man, yeah, you can only watch your team lose so many times. Yeah, they've lost it. Yeah, I mean, you know, of the few times that I really watched it, right? Like, it wasn't like I consistently watched. I, you know, used to track it a little bit more than I do now, but in the protest, we'll create FOOTMitchell. Yeah, yeah, I was ready to say. But no, like, I don't know. Like, sports in general now, like, I don't know. It's not as appealing as it maybe once was. You know, the thing is, like, you know, I don't want to get political, but, like, they've turned sports into, like, political statements and stuff, as opposed to, like, oh, I'm here to watch dudes run across the field and try to score. You know, there's so much, like, weird political stuff with sports now. It's like, I don't want to, like, have to watch what I say just to have, like, to watch people play a sport. You know? It's like, you know, power to them. Like, you know, that's fine. But, you know, when, you know, marketing and stuff also, like, you know, it's like, I don't know. Tis what tis. You know, I'm just not a huge fan of sports in general. I mean, nor do I really have time to really, you know, catch games and stuff anymore, so. Okay. Well. Alright, we haven't even played the game yet, technically. Let's at least do a test run. Also, Mitchell and Karis, for your information, there's hardly any of these, things left, so I'm going to eat the rest. Also, somebody just blew past the house? Goodness. There's like one car. Well, there's one car, and there's one truck. And you know the type of truck, right? I'm just going to blow my money on something I'll never actually need the power of. That kind of truck. But there's a car and then there's that truck that consistently just like blows through this road. And it's a little annoying, not going to lie. Also, I would just like to point out, this is just as good as I thought that it would be. Yeah, the shoe stand definitely adds something. Oh yeah, yeah. He's got everything. He's got the cookie shuffle. Like dude, like Voldo's the perfect pick, dude. I never play Voldo. Like legit, I never play Voldo. So this is pretty new to me. Oh, jeez. Oh, and I hate fighting Voldo, too. Voldo's like, if somebody fights me and they're good at using Voldo, I almost always lose. Like, I have not figured out Voldo's attack pattern and stuff enough yet to, like, be consistently comfortable fighting a Voldo main. Okay. Alright, so, oh yeah, and the voice is good as well. Perfect. Okay. Aw, jeez. I'm going to do so bad playing Voldo. I still don't know how. Okay. Oh, I hate. Alright, so that move. Let me figure out how to do that move again. No? How did I do that? There's one move that everybody that uses Voldo uses, and I don't. I hate that move. Like, you can just pull it out of nowhere and it's super fast. It's just like, oof. Okay. Alright, enough testing. We gotta get into the game. EA Sports. Alright, yeah, we're finished. Finished editing, man. And now back to the bad part of this game. Oh, no, we had so much fun, but now, not the fun! Ooh, I have stuff. Wait, so, this stuff here, is this stuff that I acquired in my other playthrough? Like, I don't imagine I just start with stuff, right? Right? No, I don't want to use it. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess just some of your stuff just transfers. That's weird, but okay. I mean, like, as you can tell, I never used any of these because I still have them all. And like I said, however many I acquired in the span of an hour. The air was stifling, and each step forward required an immense amount of effort. Zoslimel, however, seemed to proceed unfazed. Eventually, my eyes were greeted by something beyond my own imagination. Let me guess, it was a demon. No, it's Astral Fissure. Something evil seed. Embrace it. I don't know, naturally, the Malfested are like, yo, this evil seed juice, we need some of that, man. Like, a flash of light will bring with it a visitor. What? That's what the Malfested sound like, everybody knows. It's like, what? Yeah, this game's for... dude, like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure there's parts to like about it. Okay, Mr. Malfested, not sure what you're saying here, but I'll take it you want to fight. Because literally this is a fighting game. And we spend so much time not fighting that you'd almost think that we're a dating sim. Oh, goodness. Defeat your opponent. Oh, we're not just gonna defeat our opponent. We're gonna cookie shuffle all up on them. We're gonna... Okay. Oh, jeez. It's going to take me a while to figure out although. Oh, man. I mean, not too bad, not too bad. But then again, this is literally level 1, like, literally tutorial-esque enemy. You know what I mean? It's like, I think you'd be hard-pressed to actually lose. Okay, there we go. Oops, maybe not that. But... yeah, there we go. But yeah, it's like... they spend a whole... I know he had a family. Yeah, a whole evil seed-based family. He'll just, you know, his family were just on the other side of the void. Just like, I'm sure he'll come back okay. You know, just, you know, fire and brimstone all around him. It's like, oh, he'll come back, you know, I'll make sure he... yeah, berserkers, memories, assault the strength, no other way. Yeah, it does attempt that. Astral chaos. So, I'm taking it this plot line is basically them explaining the whole nonsense of the Malfested that they didn't really explain in the other game. Like, they did in the other game, but, like, it was so vague. It was kind of like, oh, it could be this, and why is this, and I don't know. This is basically, this plotline sounds like it's the result of them not having explained something that was a pretty key story feature in the previous games. Well, previous game, I'm trying to think. It was either 5 or 4. I think 5, maybe. 4. I don't know. Like, when it comes to these games, the only one I actually remember specifically in terms of story is SoulCalibur 3. Like, SoulCalibur 3 was, like, just an amazing game, all things considered. Like, SoulCalibur 3 still is probably one of my favorite in terms of, you know, how it addressed, like, the characters' stories, you know, the usual Tale of Swords, as well as, like, the alternative game modes. Like, it was so good. you know, and then one of the previous games had that, like, Tower of Chaos or whatever, where it's like, oh, you have to climb 100 floors and each one gets harder. It's like, I get the appeal of that, but also, it's literally just a puzzle game at that point. Like, you just have to do the exact thing in order to beat it, you know? It's like, I mean, I don't know, like, am I the only one that feels that?
Soul surges in
Like,
your body.
I get the appeal of, like, you know, that, but, like, it would be one thing if it were a thing of, like, the enemies themselves progressively got more difficult, which they did, you know, but even then, it's still, like, the enemies were, you know, basically capped at, you know, very hard or whatever, legendary, whatever, you know, that game specified it as. But, like, the only challenging part is, like, the enemies would have more health, or, like, there was something, like, there was a specific thing about the stage that you had to just do, otherwise you just lose. Like, you would have to only defeat an enemy with kicks, or you would, you know, lose health, you know, just like on a set time, you know, like you would just lose health as the timer went down. And it's like, oh, well, that wouldn't be so bad, but the enemy's literally designed to block everything for that stage. Like, just about, like, or at least it felt like it, like, you could barely get a hit in, because they would just block the whole time, because you would just die. It's like, what? No, it's not fun. That's just a puzzle game that I just have to, like, figure out the right pattern to. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm being critical. Maybe I'm being... Well, that's exactly what I'm being. I'm being critical. I'm being critical of that choice. Like, you know, I can find the appeal in that, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that it's any more challenging, it's just you literally have to do it a specific way to beat it. You know, it's literally just a puzzle game at that point. You know, take, I mean, not to, you know, jump the Legend of Zelda, because that's, you know, one of the game series that I really, really love. But, you know, take, you know, like Twilight Princess or Wind Waker. What they did with the, you know, with their, you know, like, you know, basically there was dungeons that, you know, were, well, at least in Twilight Princess's instance, it was sort of optional, but not really. Optional when you could / would do it. But the idea is, it's just, you're continuing on and the enemies are just becoming progressively harder. That being said, the way that you fight them and approach the challenge is the same. Like, they didn't artificially make the difficulty harder by applying a different modifier. Like, you know, and I like that sort of, you know, when it comes to gameplay, like, I like that element of difficulty. You know, Dark Souls is really good about that. Like, Dark Souls isn't really going to change how Dark Souls is played to make it more challenging. Dark Souls just makes the game more challenging through the enemies that you fight and the, you know, the environment that you happen to be in. As opposed to like, oh, well, you know, it's Dark Souls, but you can only deal damage to enemies if you kick them. You know what I mean? It's just like, Dark Souls difficulty doesn't come from a modifier. That's just like nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, it's, the difficulty is in the game itself, you know, and how they designed that particular section of it. It could be Destiny. I'm gonna go with Destiny's intertwined with it. Yeah, the Astral Chaos, like, I think we might have touched about it briefly, in one of our early streams. Mitchell and I came up with the Book of Cosmo. It's basically this nonsense thing. Like, I'll have to explain it more once he's on stream next time. But yeah, the Book of Cosmo. Remind me to bring that up again when Mitchell's around. Because, oh boy, not only that, but that whole evening was just, like, insane. It was basically us just out town, just doing ridiculous nonsense. Like, and not even caring how many people really, like, you know, were paying attention. Because it's like, they were just like, I don't know, we were going in stores and stuff and just having a great fun time. Just coming up with nonsense, just like his stories. It was fun. It was fun. But we'll have to talk about that once we're both together again here. So this also is a little misleading. It's basically like, oh, do you want to be evil or good as the default? Obviously, we're going with the golden sword. Because, what, you think this guy here is going to go for anything less than the golden sword of power surge? I think not. Yeah, powerful blow, swirling light. Yeah. And we're back to India.
Your soul resonates with the darkness.
Ooh. Just because I touched a golden sword. Note to self, if you want to be a good person, don't touch any golden swords you might come across. Only the blue ones. Only the blue ones are the good ones. If you touch any golden sword, everybody will think you're bad. Like, just by default, you're a bad person. Ooh, partners in crime. Yes, please. That seems like something a gold sword toucher would do. Yeah. Yeah, we don't mess with that around here, man. Like, yeah, golden sword, No. Ring out's disabled. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they also try to just shoehorn as many characters into the made up whatever, like, visual novel this is. Like, they just try to throw as many characters at you as possible. Barely conscious, I couldn't even tell if the nightmares had ended. But then some Elvis-looking dude just comes out of nowhere and wakes me up. And then he just tries to start beating me in the head. Like, what's up with that? Yeah, he's just taking a couple of little nunchucks and smacking me upside the head with them. Not exactly cool, man. I don't know what. Yeah, Elvis looking dude. I mean, it's true. Like, look at this dude and tell me he isn't, like, just a knockoff, like, Vegas Elvis. Like. Oh, wapa. Oh. Oh, I do not know any good moves with Volto. Jeez. Alright. Oh, man. This is horrible. I remember why I never play as Voldo now. Because, oh boy. Ooh, hey, Elvis is impressed, apparently. He's like, yo, you wear that denim pretty good, man. Ooh, right in. Oh, I should have added, I could have done a challenge mode where I only use kicks. Yeah, alright, the next enemy I fight, be a kick-only run. as is appropriate for the foot. I told Maxie my name. Oh, FOOTMitchell? Yeah, nice name, I guess. Yeah, about that. I'm just gonna leave now. Sorry for hitting you upside the head. Oh, a job offer. Yes, please. According to Maxie, the residents of a nearby village suddenly vanished one day. It's like some kind of magical astral chaos thing showed up and ate people. Like, yeah, I couldn't do anything. It's some kind of astral hole or something, I don't know. 50-50, man. Now, I want at least 52. That way I have the say-so when it comes to market affairs. Self-assured grin. He extended his hand. Alright, Maxie. Elvis-looking face. You are being joined by the foot cowboy of the Coopin. Tale of Coop and Couch. That's become. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. It's like. This game mode. I might do like one more. Oh no, it's another story bit. Yeah, we traveled with Maxie. Oh, I remember, like, you beat up a random chef. Like, I think, right? Like, hold up. I think, if I remember this part right, you just, like, beat up a random chef somewhere. Like, yeah, like, yeah, hold up, is that, I'm pretty sure that's pretty early on, when you beat up the chef. Hold up. Yeah, I know, we're tormented by our past, which happens to have the same, like, cutscene over and over. It's, like, legit the same... it's like, is this a loading screen, or is this... splitting headache. Yeah, no, we had one. I mean, it's like we had a cutscene show up and it's like, oof. See, even our character's getting annoyed by the same cutscene over and over again. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there he is! Yeah, let's let's fight him. It's totally a fair fight. Yeah, if I remember, this dude's just like a chef. FOOTMitchell is aware. Yeah, he's aware. Yeah, he's self-aware of this game, and it's, May I assume heading to the forest? I'm not hunting any monsters, you kidding me? Oh, we are. Never mind, we are. I heard, yeah, except that, yeah, okay. Partner in crime, FOOTMitchell. Join forces. No. Game? Yeah, let's begin. Maybe this guy wasn't, like, what? Maybe this guy's not a chef. For some reason, I remember, like, you meet a dude really early on that's just, like, a chef, and you beat him up. For some reason. Like, I don't remember. Like legit, I'm trying to recall. Like, it's just a dude that just, like, cooks. Like, and that's his whole bit. And then you just, like, beat him up. Nope. Nope. No, I didn't want to ring you out. That's one thing that I do try to avoid when I play against other people in this game is, like, ring outs. I know that, like, ring outs are totally valid, right? But it just feels, I don't know, feels dishonorable to ring people out in this game. That being said, it is also dishonorable to literally just spam the pistol with Cervantes, but also that's something that I find very funny, so I still do it. Dude, yeah, Cervantes, if you can, like, get the timing of the pistol right, you can just, like, spam it and just, like, destroy everything. It's, like, the most OP move in this game. I'm not sure. I got some styling, dude. Yeah, staff stills, yes, please join us. Sure, go for it, man. You're on the team, welcome aboard. Maybe that's why I thought he was a chef. Like, he just offers a cake. So, by default, like, that tells you how much I paid attention to the first time that I played this. Like legit, this game mode, I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's why I thought he was a chef, because he gives you one cake. Yeah, that's exactly the level of attention I've been paying to this game mode. Like legit, I don't know. Like I said, no SoulCalibur game will beat SoulCalibur 3's like side story thing. Like, it was just so amazing. Yeah, qualifiers, that's what we are. We're qualifying for that something. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like some organization like nonsense that this game or this mode also is like. It's like, oh, for the humans. Yeah, that was 2. Yeah, that was 2. That was also pretty cool, not gonna lie. Also, Link was pretty OP if you knew how to use him. Well, honestly, most of the guest characters in this game are OP if you know how to use them. Like, what was it? What's her face from, Nier Automata. 2B or whatever. She's OP in this. Like she has so many awesome moves that just like destroy everything on the screen. It's just like, yeah, what's her face? Like that's a game that me and Mitchell talked about, and we're like, we want to play that on stream at some point. Like, I've never played Nier Automata. Or like, what's her name? Yeah, most of the guest characters in these games are pretty busted. Oh, it's Daniel. Hey, dude. We don't welcome generic names around here. Like, yeah, just Daniel. Yeah, I'll perfect him. I don't care. Generic name looking. Nothing against our Daniels out there. It's just, how many people do you know that are named Daniel? Played the beginning of it, but didn't get far. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so we've got the perfect party. We've got FOOTMitchell, Elvis Hair, and we've got the almost chef. Oh, cat claws. Perfect. Oh, is it Daniel? Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, like, I know so many Daniels that, like legit, like, in work, there's like 3 Daniels that I interact with regularly. And I get them confused so often. Well, I get them confused when I have my email, right? When I have it in a small, a small window, where I can only see, like, the first, like, characters, where it's, like, Daniel, and then it's, like, or, like, sort of cut off Daniel, you know? Like, when the menu, or when the window's too small. It's like, I don't know which Daniel this is. I don't know who this is. I'm hoping I didn't mess up. You know, because the thing is, it'd be one thing if they did similar things, but no, they're like, they do totally different things in the company, you know? So it's like, oh, well, about that. So we got cat claws, which give a huge bonus, apparently. Like, what in the world? 20 plus damage, just overall, and critical rate of 10%. Damage bonus is limited. I don't know what that means. I'm glad that the tutorial explained how or what the damage bonus is limited means, because I sure have no idea. So it must save from previous playthroughs, because like I had some other upgraded weapons, which means that, like, I've played this to the point where I, like, because I also have food, which means that everything must carry over from character to character, which is okay, I guess, but I don't see myself playing this multiple times to necessitate that need. Not to mention, like, you would really not even need to really change. Like, you don't even need a second save, really. Like, unless you really wanted to play a specific story part again, like, you can just customize your whole character, rename them, and just have a different character. Like, because you can choose any attack style. You're not limited to just one. So it's just kind of like, why though? Oh, why though? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to fight Berserker. Alright, how about this? I am going to take a short intermission, do some stuff real quick, and then when we come back, I'll be not playing in this game mode. I'll be playing in a funner game mode that isn't this. So, I'm going to go ahead and transition real quick. I'll be back. Like I said, tonight's stream's going to be a little bit shorter as well. Don't want to put too much stress on my throat, just in case, you know, been a little meh. So, don't want to push it too much. But, yeah, I'm going to transition. We'll be back, and then, yeah, be playing an actual fun part of the game, like playing the actual game, which is a fighting game and not a dating sim. Alright, I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Alright, so we're gonna actually play the fun part of this game, or one of the fun parts of this game, arcade mode, because that literally is the most straightforward way to actually play the actual game. Yeah, so we're gonna do arcade mode. That being said, we could use one of these characters, right? But why would we do that when we have custom characters? So I've got a few here. Some of these found online and took some inspiration and did some changes. So you've got the Hunter from Bloodborne. I've seen that a model of that online and made some changes, and that was pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with the Solaire one. I did come up with the Solaire one. That's pretty awesome. Sigward. I've also seen some inspiration online for that one. Notorious, seen some stuff from online for that. Added a Lady Maria and a Ludwig. Those I just came up with because, I don't know, Lady Maria is such a cool character design. You know, Bloodborne. Some RuneScape stuff because I'm RuneScapey. And then this is one that you might like. I actually made this a few days, well, probably, I mean, about a week or so ago. Somebody that might be a little familiar to the scene. Let's see, once it loads in here. Yeah, so this is arcade mode. I did set it to very hard, of course. But yeah, Jubilant Joe. I felt like trying to recreate our Dark Lord here. You know, having successfully successfully abandoned Lordran in the First Flame. He's made his way to he's made his way here. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out too. Just like, yeah, his gargoyle helm and oh, and his Ornstein armor, of course. Oh goodness, I've not. Oh, Siegfried style. I have not gotten accustomed to it again. Oh jeez. Ouch. Man, I should not have started on very hard at this point. Ah. That's alright. It's gonna take a couple of warm-up rounds, considering the past terrifying, scary. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, this is post Giant Club transition of Joe here. Hey, no, 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 no. Maybe not that. There we go. There we go, okay. Yeah, considering the past couple of fights were like easy cake, considering they were the campaign and also like level 1 to 4 or whatever. I have a feeling very hard difficulty is going to be considerably more of a challenge. Yeah, get him! Get him, get him, get him, get him! Okay. Oh, yes. No! Maybe not that. No, not that. No, go away. Go away! So, do you actually play it? You just jump around depending on character? So, who do you actually like to play this? Or do you just jump around depending on... who do I play as in this? I am quite a fan of Amy's style. Amy and Sophia's styles are both very good. Amy more so because it's really a thing of rhythm. Because it's like, Amy's whole style is basically just like parries, right? Like, it's a really cool style if you can get it right, and very effective against, you know, most players, I would say. If like I said, it's tricky, but it's possibly be very good with Amy, if you can get the timing right, and that's the big thing. That being said, I feel like Jubilant Joe, regardless of the character that you particularly are interested in playing, is going to be the superior build in any instance. Like, just because his name is Jubilant Joe, in this, there's like a cheat code. If you're Jubilant Joe in this game, like, immediate, like, 50% attack boost and doubled your health. He's just too good. Maybe not that. No. No. Why'd you do that? No. 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 No, your attacks are fast. No, I don't like fast. No. Siegfried, no, like fast. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, man. I should have thought about it and used Joe's just better. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'll just see how far I can get with Very Hard Arcade, and then I'll switch characters. Well, that being said, Pocky's very, very good when it comes to very hard characters. There we go. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the ground game. No, Taki's ground game. No. Okay, there we go. Alright, get it back into control here. And done. Alright, there we go. No, my shoes! No! No, my boots. My bootsies. No. You? No, stop with the ground moves. No. Ah, okay. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. There we go. Alright. There we go. When it comes to fighting AI, I'm not opposed to a couple of ring outs. Now, just when I fight other players, ring outs are kind of meh. Because, like, people don't come to play this to be wrung out every time. That's just annoying. Now, people come here for legitimate fights and whatnot. Alright, let's see. Ooh, yeah. Oh, okay, I thought for sure that she was going to get me with that. And we're done. Ooh, you survived that. And foot. Yeah. We don't need no fancy explosion moves around here when we got feet, Taki. You kidding me with that? Payback for breaking my shoes. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm looking forward to when we're able to do the co-op streams again. I'm hoping next week we'll be able to figure out the connection and everything, make sure that it works fine. I mean, I have it's fine here, but in terms of their like connection rate and stuff, being able to make that work and be compatible. Also, we're fighting him, so he's a guest character, so he's going to be a bit of a tricky one. That being said, of the guest characters though, his moveset and everything is like reasonable. And oddly enough, he fits very well with the Souls aesthetic and overall theme. Like, or not, yeah, well, Souls. Yeah, SoulCalibur. Not, yeah, Geralt, is, yeah, he was a pretty good guest character for this game, not gonna lie. Like he fits very well. Yes. We want you on the ground.
Victory good.
Alright, let's see. Ouch. Nope. Oh, that's bad. Oh, yeah, I seen that coming. Yeah, break your guard. Ooh, yeah, I forgot he does that. Oh, that's the wall. Oh, that's the wall. No. There we go. Get off of my face, please. Hey, got him. Oh. Coming from someone who didn't play Witcher. Still very good. Yeah. I was ready to say, like, I've played... I've made very little progress in Witcher, but I've had a lot of fun with it. The way that I play it is literally the hardest difficulty without having ever played it in the past. And I do that with a lot of RPGs, actually. Just because I feel like it's... The challenge makes you get better at it. And as a result, it makes it more fun in a way, too. You know what I mean? There we go. Just because it's like, you have to play it. I don't even have nostalgia. Yeah. Yeah, what do you call them? Oh, well, didn't mean to do that, but that worked. But yeah, so with, The Witcher, you know, like, or most RPGs, I play on the hardest difficulty because A, it makes it effectively, your game time is going to increase. Because it's harder, takes longer. Secondly, I don't know. It's almost like the challenge makes it funner in a way. Just because it's like, oh, you have to... A lot of times you'd have to use... Oh, this is one of the new DLC characters that I don't have, because I don't have the DLC for the newest DLC, so... But, yeah, with RPGs, you get, you know... You get to use more stuff that you otherwise wouldn't use, or take advantage of parts of the games that you wouldn't otherwise use, because you don't need to. You know what I mean? Like Skyrim, for instance. Skyrim and potions. Like, in a normal playthrough, I'd never use them, but in, like, a actual very hard playthrough, you know, if I actually did set it to very hard, like... Using potions would be far more critical. I have never fought this guy. What in the world is this guy's moveset? Like, legit, this is one of the newer DLC guys, and I, like, have not... Well, I don't have it, the DLC, nor have I, like, really fought this guy. I mean, he's not... Okay, he's not too bad. But those, like, little combos... Apparently busted. And voiced by Prozy. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, like, some of his combo game is really weird. Like I complain about Valdo's moveset and stuff, but like this guy, whereas Valdo's got like a good ground game, this guy's got good like just up standing game. No. Oh man. Yeah, this guy's combos are pretty insane, dude. Like, finally a worthy opponent for Joe. Yeah, finally a worthy opponent. Ouch. Extremely busted when played by... Yeah, I was ready to say, especially if it were like a human person, like I'm sure that this guy would be insanely good if played by like actual people. Nope. There we go. Oh, I did miss. Thanks for pointing it out. Ouch. Oh, he's gonna guard that. Ah. Thought he was going into an attack. I can't have tell with this guy. This guy's too much of an anomaly. Too much anomality. Anomality. Anomalopia. It's like an anonymous Pia, dude. An anomalopia. Everybody knows what that is. No. Out there for my face. And got you. No. 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 No, get away. I do not want. Do not want. Oh man, yeah, his combo game's weird, man. Oh, he's gonna guard it. Man, yeah, this guy's moveset's funky, dude. Like, alright, yeah, I actually might lose this one. There's a good chance that I end up losing this. But you know, that's the risk that you take in the game of Soul. What the? I don't know, dude. I just blocked your true strength. Not sure what kind of strength that is, but sure wasn't really, not so much a good demonstration there. Not gonna lie. A little disappointed. Not gonna lie. Oh man. Okay, so that's how you avoid that. Ooh, that's bad. No. Back. There we go. Okay. Oh, equal in power. Still hate how accurate that Joe is. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is post Flame Joe. I should just like make a version where it's like the no armor walkout Joe. Yeah, I don't know if you watched back the last stream or anything, but yeah, we just like unequipped everything for his final exit. You know, it's like, yeah, this is how it was meant to be. Oh goodness. Yeah, so Cervantes' gunshot, OP, especially if you know how to spam it. Like, it is such a spammable attack. Like, you can just keep somebody just, like, ducking for, like, the whole match. If you can do it quick enough. Yeah, Dark Lord Joe. Yeah.
Done talking yet?
I mean, I guess. Mr. Sovante. Sovante. Ah, garbage. Yeah, I released a little too soon. It doesn't matter. Because you got him. Ooh. Yeah, none of that teleporting nonsense. What do you think this is? The Skyrim? Ooh. Ah, man. Ah, man. Forgot how annoying Cervantes was to fight. Okay, never mind, there we go. I mean, arguably, any of the enemies that you fight are technically annoying just simply because it's like, oh, it's literally a fighting game, it's meant to be a challenge. Go back and watch it. Sadly, didn't miss out. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, yeah, we stayed up so late that particular night just to see the adventure through to the end. Yeah, we figured that, you know, people were probably asleep / getting ready for this. Oh, jeez. I forgot Cervantes has a couple of combos that are like, oh, I see you have full health. Maybe if you could have half health now. Cervantes combos are hard. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Well, there goes my knees. He played one from the Joe playbook, going for that for that knee mace hit there. Ouch. Maybe you could not. Maybe you could not that. Okay. There we go. Honestly, considering how rusty I am, I'm surprised that I'm even able to beat these guys. That's alright, man. That's why we got videos. Speaking of which, I need to get the last episode up on YouTube. The reason I haven't yet is because YouTube has a weird thing of like, oh, if the video's too long, you can't edit it. Therefore, I need to edit it locally. But that also being said, I have no room on my laptop anymore. Like, I'm out of data. So, I need to go through and purge a little bit. Because, like, legit, I don't have enough room to edit anything anymore.
The desire for power
So I'm just like,
warriors to the
oh, Talum's another great character. Yeah, I always forget about Talum until I see Talum. Like, Talum's move style is pretty awesome.
May the wind watch over me.
That being said, Talum as a character, eh. I mean, I don't know. The wind's kind of cool, I guess, but can the wind smack people with a giant... Oh, jeez. Alright, well, never mind. You don't need to smack stuff with a giant club when you can literally just, like, shoot a ray of wind at people. Okay, maybe a club is still probably the preferred method here. Oh, jeez. Maybe not with that? Maybe not with that? There we go. I mean, how much editing does it... Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Well, the problem isn't so much editing it. Like, the full stream, all I really need to do is, like, just cut out the, all I need to do, really, to the full streams are just, like, cut out the, like, huge intro and the huge outro and maybe part of the middle, right? Like, as far as, like, the, you know, the cutting cards and stuff. But the problem is, I don't even have enough room to actually render the edit locally. You know what I mean? Like, if I edit it and try to save it, it's going to take up too much space and fail. That's the problem I'm having. Like, just because I have to create a second video, technically. You know, I don't even have enough room. How much room do I have? Hold up. Yeah, like, I have 10 gigabytes free right now. I need the purge. Also, I need to get I really need to get like a drive or something that I can save like the videos that we already have on YouTube. Like, I don't need to store those really, you know what? Or not, I don't need to store those on my computer really, right? Because like they're already up there, like they're what they are. But the Joe drive, yeah, one spit. Oh jeez, I was not paying attention. Yeah, the Joe drive. Yeah, just like a yeah. What we need is just like a 5 terabyte external, just like portable thing. Just store every single video. I mean, I don't know. It would not have to be 10 terabytes by any means. Or not 10, like 5 terabytes, 10 terabytes, however many. Jeez! Also, my quality of gameplay since talking about the drive has made this... There we go. Just get him out. There we go. My quality of gameplay has decreased significantly as soon as I start talking tech stuff. She'll do her best. I don't know if that's your best. A little disappointed. Not gonna lie there, Talim. Ouch. Maybe not with that. Maybe you could let me hit you, please? Maybe not. Maybe not with that. There we go. I always forget when you do your charge bit with, oh, please don't block. Oh, yeah, she's blocking. Oh, yeah, I forgot. She's got some nasty combos. Oh, that's bad! Yeah, maybe not the ideal time to go for the drop kick. Ooh. Yeah, definitely not the ideal time for a drop kick.
Stand. Fight to your last breath.
Well, there we go. Well, she blew away the corruption. I mean, I'll give her that. Ouch. Ouch. Nope. Okay, there we go. Every time. It's ideal for the dropkick. Yeah, dropkick only Joe run of SoulCalibur. Oh, jeez. Ooh, okay. Oh, they interrupted me. That's not good at all. Oh, that's very bad. No. Oh, jeez, I missed. Oh no! Ah, they got me. Ah, man.
Claim victory
Oof.
and bask
It's a big oof. That's okay. Joe respawns.
I can still fight.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Technically, if the flame goes out, the curse of the undead really isn't a thing anymore, right? Because that's kind of the whole point of the first flame. It's like, it is making it to where people come back so that they can basically feed the flame. So if technically it did go out, then there just like not be Siegfried main. Forgot how much distance you get. yeah, that's like Siegfried's whole bit, right? It's like distance, for sure. Let's see. I'll set it very hard. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Amy. Yeah, Amy, like I said, Amy's like I haven't played this for a bit, so I might be a little rusty, but Amy's, like, if you get good with Amy, then you can fight pretty good against most characters. Oh, Tira. Hey, Tira's another one I hate. Tira's like, to me, the same, like, annoyance that Valdo gives me. Because I don't know her moveset. Like, I don't play as her enough, so I don't know what to expect with the moveset. Like, so annoying.
Warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
Masquerade. Uncht da. Yeah.
That weapon, a bird of passage?
No, it's a big circle. Amy, I think you need to go back to school. It looks like a big circle. It's not a bird of passage, it's a circle.
Not a problem.
It's literally a circle. Here you go. Oh! Okay, that was alright, that was bad time for that. H. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, okay. Oof. I'm getting oof. This is unfortunate. Ah man. Okay, it's gonna take me a second to get used to this again. Hold up. Alright, first of all, really need to do that. Ah, garbage. I tried to get out of the way.
Take this.
Ah. Ah, I did it again! Garbage. Yeah, I forgot they go straight from that to the power thing. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I could have avoided that. Eek. Eek. Oof. Alright.
Fearless. Take this.
Eek.
Take this.
Alright, there we go.
Middle.
Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay. Oh, again with that, man. Oh, that's so annoying. Ooh, I know you're not satisfied yet. Just cool your roll here. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, here we go. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Slowly but surely, getting back into the groove. Slowly but surely. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Alright, now we're getting okay. Now we're getting back into the groove. It took me a minute to figure out how to do my riposty bits. Oops. Okay. Alright, it's not infallible. Ah, especially when they do that. Ah! I'm so bad about dodging the ults, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, because they have that built up, okay. That makes sense. Doesn't make it any happier on my end, though. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ah. Man, I could have had that too.
The battle is over.
Man.
Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
I wish Jolly choose more worthy opponents.
True. I'm gonna take that as true, Miss Circle Lady. Alright, let's see. Who else? I remember, what's his face's style was very good, and I remember Lady Maria. I remember playing as her a good bit, because I think she's a pretty good moveset. Oh, not against Nightmare. Oh, Nightmare, no! I think Lady Maria is taller than Nightmare. I mean, you figure even in Bloodborne, like, Lady Maria's huge. Like,
Warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
ain't nothing wrong with a tall lady.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, Nightmare's pretty OP, not gonna lie. Like, Nightmare, he's got a lot of good moves going for him. That's okay, because Lady Maria, she's literally a monster. Ooh. Well, I say that as she's... Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! Nightmare, stop spamming! Did you see that? He legit spammed the same like the same move like 5 times in a row. Like, Nightmare, no. Nobody likes a spammy move, man. Like, legit, Nightmare is just like, I guess I'm gonna spin around a few times and swing my sword wildly. Like, what was that? What was that, Mr. Nightmare? Here. Huge. Hey. Ah, garbage. Ooh, bad. Oh, ah! Man, when it comes to those, I always release too soon.
Battle 3. Fight.
Oh, bad. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is going pretty rough. Oh, jeez. Maybe not with that. I don't know why I used that. He still has full health. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Fight to your
Ooh.
last breath.
That be rough, though. That be rough. Oh no, he's charged up again. Oh no. Oh, garbage. Maria's yeah, dude, like, Maria, this is like, yeah, Nightmare is, like a Bloodborne level 3 or whatever character, literally doing the whole game and just destroying. Like, oof. Yeah, that was pretty rough. That was pretty rough. Oh, man. Well, why don't we do this? We can, like, showcase some stuff in, what do you call them here? Just in versus. Like, because we can choose any character and whatnot in versus mode. Let's see.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Ooh,
Retold.
what we got? Oh, but Solaire. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how Solaire turned out. Like, Solaire's pretty legit. Who else do we want to? We'll set Solaire up against Ludwig.
Soul of Siegfried.
Sealed your fate.
Let's see. Yeah, that'd be an alright one. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how Solaire turned out. Like I said, it stinks because, like, I'm sure there's probably parts that I could purchase, like, that you can buy, you know, with the coins and stuff, but I just don't have, because I haven't played the main campaign enough, right? Like,
So you desire to fight.
one thing, like, I wish that there was a better shield. Like, when it comes to shields, like, you can't really customize or anything, you know? So that part kind of stinks. You? Hey, come on. You need to stand up faster.
Stay down.
There we go, there we go. Ooh, there we go. The helmet might be. I know that I have the one DLC thing that like Amy and them are a part of. So that the helmet might be a DLC part. Ooh, speaking of which, oops, not sure what, didn't work. Oh, okay, that could have ended poorly. Oops. Speaking of which, speaking of ending poorly. Ouch. Aye, down. Ah. Yeah, I think that, yeah, but I do think that the helmet might be part of the DLC that, like, Amy and them are part of. Because I was able to get the first DLC on sale. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna spend like, it's like $20 for each DLC or some nonsense. Oh, bad. Oh. Yeah, I think it's like $20 for each DLC. And I'm just like, nah. I'll wait until that's like 5, if that, you know what I mean? Like, like, ooh. I mean, I'm with that with like most things. Like, rarely do I purchase a new game. I wait until it inevitably drops in price significantly, which all of them do. So, sorry, I'd like literally just started getting focused in the game. like I just totally stopped dialoguing. Oh jeez. There we go. But yeah, I need to perform one of the ultra moves with Solaire here, because like it's very fitting with Sophitia's ooh, speaking of which, ouch. It's very fitting with Sophitia's ultimate move for Solaire. It's like such a like awesome combo. Ouch. Oh, if I can stop getting beaten up for a second. Yeah, I was ready to say. Unfortunately, there's not like a better sword and shield user in the game, really. Ah, that's not gonna hit. No, it did. Perfect. Lightning. Yes, sir. There we go. Perfect. That being said, I think I'm still dead. Oh. Yeah. I seen that coming. Oh jeez. Ooh, that. Ooh. All right, that was pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Pretty. Yeah. Sophitia's moveset. I wish that there was a way for like to set certain movesets more feminine / masculine. Like, I think that would be kind of cool, just because then it's like, oh, I enjoy Sophitia's style because sword and shield, but also you have the option to do a male character with that and it not look weird. like I don't know. I mean, 'tis what 'tis, right? But it would be pretty neat to be able to distinguish it a bit better. You know, for when you do want to do a certain thing. Let's see. Oh, goodness. What pairing do we want to do? Do we just want to do like random?
Unknown soul.
Well, yeah, let's do a random round.
Unknown soul.
And then from there, I guess we'll see. Random versus random. Cursed Moonlight Woods. Honestly, when I play against people, when I do play as Amy, like I love this stage. Like I feel like this stage complements Amy's aesthetic very well.
I will never lose.
Okay, so that's not who I'm playing as. Oh, Raphael. Oh no, okay, so I am Sungmina, never mind. Okay, Sungmina is the character with the most exploitable, like, couple of moves in the whole game. This move right here, like this move, like, is the champion of noobs. Like, you can, like, win whole matches by just that one move. Like, you don't have to even be good to be able to pull that move off. Oh, that and this move. I forgot, this move here, also insanely exploitable. It's just like, it's ridiculous. Oh. Yeah, hey, welcome to the stream. You know, sorry it's only one of us here at CoopCouch right now. If you, caught up on our, previous stream that we did yesterday, I have caught something which I do not want to spread to my friends. So, for the time being, it's just going to be me here on the couch. We're going to try to set up to do you know, like webcam, Discord, you know, that sort of deal. But then it ended up, you know, we had some tech difficulties plus some, you know, life stuff just come up. Yeah, yeah. Like, dude, like, I don't play Sungmina that much. Like, this was random v random. So just kind of like, well, I was just explaining to Jack here some of the exploitable moves. Like this move, well, as soon as, what do you call him here? Like, this move here is, like, if you don't know how to fight this move, like, a lot of early people playing, like, people that aren't familiar with either Sungmina or just the game in general, like, you can spam a newer player with that move and they won't know how to counter it, like, at all. That being said, apparently this very hard AI also not sure what to do when it comes to avoiding this move. Like, apparently this also just breaks the AI because it sure seems like they're not really reacting too much. There we go. It was just like, man.
Fight to your last breath.
But yeah, so we were playing the story mode thing earlier, or not the story mode, but the mission thing, the what is the Libre of Souls or whatever. We were playing that, but we kind of abandoned that because not very fun. Like, I played it in my own time for about an hour, like 2 years ago or something, and then like I just stopped playing that mode and just like abandoned it. And it turns out, still not that great. I wanted to revisit it, see if maybe, like, I was just in a bad mood or something that day. But no, it just turns out, I don't really like the dating sim SoulCalibur. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I mean, it might just be personal opinion, but, yeah. I didn't think it was that fun, like, if I'm being honest. Just simply because, I don't know. It's a lot of dialogue and a whole lot of not gameplay. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, 'tis what 'tis, but also I'd kind of like to just play the game, if I'm being honest. Let's see if the exploitable move works again. It does. Oh, maybe not. Okay, the AI is learning. It's a neural net processor, a learning computer. Let's see. Okay, man. This is Gen 1 of the SoulCalibur AI. It hasn't quite figured it out yet. It's working on it. It's coming up with coming up with the algorithm that it needs to defeat that move. There you go. Now we're yeah, it's whack. Yeah, dude. Like the AI is a bit funky sometimes. All right, AI. You'll figure it out. Come on. All right, we're training. Like we're anonymously sending this match's data to this match's data to Bandai, so they'll know how to improve their next game. Because yeah, apparently very hard AI doesn't really know how to respond too well to Songmina spam break. Oh goodness. Yeah, but oh goodness. All right, let's see. What pairing should we do next? I mean, that was just our random pairing, but do we want to do like a legitimate pairing?
Welcome to the stage of history, retold.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, or maybe not. I do kind of want to go back to Amy. Because I was starting to get back into the groove of things. They're like at that last, during the last match. Like I got a perfect on what's his face. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Like I said, I haven't played. Not really. Like I'm pretty much like offline and usually with like friends and stuff. And then just kind of doing my own thing. Like I don't play too much online.
If I died,
Yeah. We here at CoopCouchGaming, generally we just kind of do whatever. You know, we don't really follow the common trends and whatnot. It's just kind of like, okay. Yeah. It's just kind of like, we kind of just do whatever. Like I said, usually it's two of us. Well, usually it's two of us, three of us technically. There's usually two of us here doing the streams, but since we are having to do the whole distancing bit, what do you call them? Unfortunately, we're having to change things up a little bit, so the format's a little bit different this week. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, hope you stick around for a bit. Hopefully next week we'll be able to get the, you know, the webcam and everything set up on Mitchell and them's end. That's the other Coop Couch person, you know. So hopefully we can get them back into it next week, so that we can do some more co-op stuff. Because originally we were planning to do some worms tonight, play some worms, you know, because that's a fun co-op, well, a fun whatever, you know, a fun versus game, not so much co-op, almost the opposite of that, but what do you call them? But yeah, like worms, like WMD, like you know, like the 2D, you know, worms war game, that one. Yeah, that one. Like we were originally planning to do that because that's, you know, nice, fun, easy to set up. For, you know, being able to do multiplayer and stuff, but you know, stuff come up, so unfortunately it's just me tonight. Tis what tis, but oh man, forgot how good Yoshimitsu is. And also I'm starting to get to the point where like I'm tired, so I'm just kind of like, this is really bad. Oh jeez. Oh man. Yeah, like I said, tonight I'm not planning on streaming too awful long, anywho. You know, definitely don't want to push myself too much, you know. Sort of had an on and off headache this past week, so I'm just kind of like, don't want to push it too much. That being said, not opposed to, you know, a few hours of funnery and whatever we happen to do. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you stick around. Like I said, next week, hoping to get back to a bit of a more normal schedule. Back to more of the, actual Coop Couch experience. If you want to, we do have a YouTube. Check in the description if you want. Some of our past stuff. We actually just finished our Dark Souls series. For that, I recreated our Dark Souls character, Jubilant Joe, for SoulCalibur. But yeah, so that was a really fun playthrough. What we did, we randomized all of our stats. Not so much like digitally randomized. We randomized them insofar that we would roll a dice to determine everything from appearance to some of the decisions that we made throughout the playthrough, as well as all of our stats. So that was a very interesting playthrough of Dark Souls, not going to lie. So initially we what do you call them? Initially we were having a very hard time. We then developed into yeah, Dark Souls, never played it. Yeah, man, yeah, Dark Souls is great fun. Like, definitely kind of reminds me of Sky. Yeah, Skyrim. Yeah, Dark Souls, what's a good way of putting it? Dark Souls is a good combination of if you took, I'm sure you're probably familiar with, like, Legend of Zelda and sort of the pattern of the Legend of Zelda as far as, like, its combat. What do you call them? It's like a good combination of Skyrim and Zelda. It's like somewhere in the middle. Where it's like, your stats are very much important, like Skyrim. But also the combat is very much reminiscent of some of the, some of the older Zelda games. 3 Zelda games. So it's somewhere like in the middle. But definitely recommend Dark Souls. And like I said, we just finished a stream of that with our stats and everything being randomized, which was very fun. Like I've played Dark Souls many times, and I've played Dark Souls many times, but that particular playthrough was something special. Like, and not just because we were streaming it, right? Like, I mean, that definitely has a factor, but that definitely has a factor in it, but just the idea of having a character that, you don't know how they're going to turn out. Like, and there's plenty of, like, no leveling up runs of the game, right? Like, there's plenty of people that do that, but, in terms of, like, and that's definitely more challenging, as it turns out, and if you stick around for a bit, you will figure out that Mitchell and I are both just not very good at games in general. Like we enjoy playing games, but oh boy, are we just like not that great at them. If the display right here is not any evidence of such. Yeah, like literally the whole reason that Mitchell and I are both streaming, as well as our the Coop Couch snack Gremlin. Karis, she makes an appearance every so often, but like the whole reason like we stream is just because it gives us a reason to like meet up and do fun stuff. You know what I mean? Because both all of us we get caught up with the everyday rigmarole of life between work, school, everything else, right? Like literally the stream gives us a reason to do something other than responsibility, right? Like it's horrible to think of it that way, but if you don't make fun important, then you'll find that fun just is no longer even there. Like you'll just do other stuff. It's unfortunate to think of it in those terms, but it's like it's kind of true. Like, unless you do fun stuff, like, it's like you just, you won't really, you won't do fun at that point, right? Like, so,
Welcome to the stage of
Yeah,
history.
breaks are always important.
Retold.
Yeah. I was ready to say, like, yeah, I know that, whenever me and Mitchell meet up, it's like, while the streams are, a bit of a toll, as far as, like, I mean, you're effectively trying to entertain for, hours on end. It's definitely, a bit of a tire, but, every time we finish, it's like, we needed to do this, you know what I mean? Like, we needed to just take some time and do something like this, to sort of, I don't know, just take a step back from everything else, so, like, we're not pushing for numbers, so, any viewers that we do get, much appreciated, usually, Jackalope here, he usually sticks around for a bit. We sometimes get, some passerbys. Some of them stay, some of them, end up moving along, but, that's not so much why we're doing it. We're really just doing it for us anywho, so. I mean, I'm not really, I'm just kind of having fun now. Like, trying to figure out. Mini silent path. I was ready to say, like, yeah, we have people come by that just kind of, like, watch for a few minutes and then just, like, disappear. We have a couple of people chime in every so often. We've had a couple of people, like, make a return showing, like, besides Jack. Jack's definitely a mainstay. Like, definitely appreciate him sticking around for sure. That's the best way. Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, it really is just like it's a thing of like, just us taking time to do something fun. But yeah, I think I think streaming's a very good format as far as like what we like to do generally. And one of the reasons I chose SoulCalibur as well, to do sort of like a one-off style thing of, is because I don't think SoulCalibur really, in terms of like the format that we usually go for with our streams and our videos, it doesn't really fit the format of our co-op stuff that we usually do. Like, with Dark Souls, it has a certain pacing. Like, this game has a pacing that I don't think would play to my or Mitchell's strengths as far as, like, being able to do this and entertain. So, well, that and just the element of, like, the only thing we could really do in the, like, if we did a stream of this together would be, it would basically just be us challenging each other a bunch of times, and maybe doing some, like, solo challenges or something. But I don't think that it would just play, it wouldn't play out as nice as, say, a game that we actually do play together, or, like, if we did play an RPG that we could, like, both get, like, invested into the story of. But, this doesn't really have that to offer, so I don't feel like this would have made for a good Coop Couch stream, unto itself. That being said, considering it's an off week and, we aren't able to really do much else, I figure this would be a nice little, in between, something different, but also something that we likely won't be visiting during our usual setup. Ouch. Oh yeah. Yeah, SoCal get very repetitive over time, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's plenty of games like this that, like, definitely, like, a reasonable fallback. Like I was honestly considering playing, a little bit of Genshin tonight, like Genshin Impact. Just because, like, that's another game where it's like, yeah, I mean, it's fun, but, like, you can only really do so much, like, before, A, it gets repetitive, and B, like, there's not really, unless you, like, do the story, like, there's really not a whole lot of stuff to do. Like, you can, you know, kill monsters for a half hour, and then it's like, well, you know? Like, there's not a whole lot of, like, progression to be had. So I don't think that one would play off too well. Then again, I also considered just playing old school RuneScape tonight. It's like that's the most repetitive thing that I can possibly think of. You know what I mean? Like, oh goodness. I was getting ready to say, like in Genshin, I'd actually play it or seen it. Yeah, like Genshin's an interesting one. It's a gacha game that progresses surprisingly well for being a gacha game. What time is it actually? It's 10:20. We could theoretically, like, here in a bit, like, we could actually switch to Genshin for, like, maybe an hour if we wanted. Like, I feel like we could maybe do that. But yeah, like, the other thing I was considering is, like, legit just playing old school RuneScape. And that's the most repetitive game you can possibly imagine in the world. So, you can kind of see where my mind went when it came to solo games. Because it's just like, oh goodness. Because the thing is, like, I didn't want to play anything that I knew that would make for a good co-op game. Either that or perhaps Cat Quest. You know, actually, I was considering doing Cat Quest just to fulfill the meme. So, oh goodness. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Christian. I'm assuming Christian. So back when we were doing Dark Souls, we like during one of our mid rolls, you know, we were taking a break. I come back early and start up Cat Quest and try to pass it off as like Dark Souls 4 or Elden Ring. And I mean, Cat Quest has all the characters though. It's got Lord Gwyn. He destroys our boat at the beginning of the game. It's got Big Cat Logan. Like, it's just the cat with a big hat. Like, it's got all the Dark Souls classics, like all rolled up into a cat-based RPG. Yeah, Cat Quest stream definitely in the works. But, oh goodness. Oh man. But yeah, what do you call them here? There we go. I'm trying to, the thing is I'm trying to figure out the combos again. It's like, I mean, the last time I played the campaign of this game was 2 years ago. I mean, I've played the game since then, but like, it's probably still been like months since I've played this, so like, I'm still like way out of the loop. G. Press G in the chat. G for something. I'm not sure. Let's see, there's not really an F, unfortunately. Oh, did I hit the replay button? What did I do? What? Oh, did I do that? Did I do that?
Had enough.
Oh, I guess I did. Oh, I just like reset everything. Okay. I was like, what happened? Like, my mind just like went blank, dude. Do this. This do be a G moment though. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, let's see. But yeah, you know what? Like, why don't we change it up a little bit? Like, we've been at this for a while now. Why don't we, like, I can go and put Genshin on for, like, a little bit. So, like I said, Genshin is another game I don't feel would, like, make for a good stream as far as, like, us doing it cooperatively. But, like, for a one-off, like, you know, with just me, like, I can, you know, run through some stuff and just do my dailies or whatever, you know? Like, you know, something really quick. Yeah, the usuals. Yeah. Why don't we do that, actually? I think that'd be fun. Oh, jeez. Well. Yep. And I'm gonna say on that note, back to the main menu with us. Oh, jeez. Alright, if you want to give me a minute, I'm going to go ahead and switch this over, and we are going to do something else for a little bit. How about that? Let's see, one momento, we will be right back. I guess technically it is going to be, well, this stream here technically is going to end, but we're going to jump straight to the next one. Because that's easier than having to try to change all of our settings and whatnots. So we will be right back. Be sure to keep on watching. Thanks.